In Greenland, NATO's Arctic bravado collapses into farce. Italy calls Washington's troop talk a bad joke, exposing the emptiness of European posturing. A few hundred soldiers cannot secure a continent, nor stop Arctic ambitions. While the US eyes strategic minerals and sea routes, Brussels stumbles, paralyzed by rhetoric and moralizing. Copenhagen strengthens defenses as Europe's so-called unity crumbles.
Hey everybody, Chuck Holton here. So I want to talk to you about something today that's been coming up a lot lately, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, Greenland and President Trump and everything else. It's this question about NATO and the United States and basically who needs who more. And look, I know it sounds kind of simple, but when you actually dig into it, it gets complicated pretty fast. So here's the thing. NATO was founded back in 1949, and the whole idea was this collective defense alliance where if one country gets attacked, everybody comes to help. And it's like the ultimate we've got your back situation. And now we've got 32 countries in this alliance, which actually is pretty wild when you think about it. But lately, especially with Russia invading Ukraine and all the tension that's been building, people are asking this question more and more. Does NATO need the US more than the US needs NATO? And honestly, when you look at the numbers, it's kind of hard to argue that NATO doesn't rely heavily on America, like really heavily. The US accounts for somewhere between 65 to 70% of all NATO defense spending in real terms. That's not a typo. We're talking about the US spending close to $1 trillion on defense, 968 billion to over $1 trillion, depending on which estimate you're looking at. And that just dwarfs what everybody else is putting in. But it's not just about money, right? It's about what that money buys. The US brings capabilities to the table that Europe just doesn't have, or at least.
Wow, on change the subject. I had a chance to visit America's main Army hub over in Europe at Clay Caserne Army Base, where I caught up with Army 4-star General Christopher Donahue, and even got a chance to go on a Black Hawk and so much more. Watch.
7-hour flight, quick jog over to the hotel, 45 minutes, jump in the shower, and I'm at the headquarters of the U.S. Army Europe and Africa. So much action here. I'm at the Clay Caserne Air Base. So, General, this is where you work every day.
This is where we work, and we're in a great environment right now. We're unchained, but this organization has incredible history. Right here is the globe off of Hitler's desk.
Get out of here.
It reminds us of where this headquarters started and what we have to do every day. Brian, come on in.
All right. Now, this is an office. Yeah. This is more like feels like a command center more than an office.
It is. Right? We can do everything we need to out here.
What is your job?
I'm the Army Component Commander for all of Europe, all of Africa, and also for NATO.
You got a Ukraine 600